Okay, so before we do any renders of our rooms to get our nice pictures of them, I'm going to have a little look at how to put lights in and how that affects the ceiling. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my plan view and I'm just going to double click to bring up the modify rooms panel, and I can see on mine that I've got ceiling or display ceiling ticked, and I've got the colour of my ceiling set to a light pink kind of colour. Now in this view at the moment down here we can't see that, it doesn't look like it's showing the ceiling at all, and that's simply so that we can see what's happening inside the room. When I render the photos as part of a virtual view, I'm going to find that the ceiling will be in place. But what we can do in the meantime is we can still put lights in. Now the reason we want to put lights in is so that we can control how much light goes into the room. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the word lights and see what we've got here. And we've got some varieties that we can use. I want to put a few ceiling lights in, and I'll probably put a freestanding one in as well. So under light, let's have a little look. Okay, these ceiling lights here, I'm going to give them a go. I'm simply going to drag a few of those out and put them in place. I can rearrange them afterwards, but maybe I'll put about 4 in for now. I don't know how bright these ones are going to be, and we'll be able to adapt later on to see how that affects us, but that'll do for the time being. You can see in the picture below that those lights now look like they're sort of suspended in mid-air. They're actually suspended from the ceiling, and they've already been configured to be the correct height downwards, but like all things, we can double click on them and we can change certain things on them, like the elevation, the distance they're hanging, and so on. But we'll leave them as they are for now. I'm also going to put in maybe a light that goes on the floor. So you can have desk lamps. We haven't got a desk there we're going to use at the moment, but I will have a little look and we'll put maybe this floor lamp in, and I'm going to drop that over there somewhere near the sofa, and you can see that it's facing the wrong way, so I'm going to rotate that around a little bit, maybe move it a little bit closer in, so it looks like if someone was reading on the sofa they got an extra light. Okay, that all looks great. What else can I do? Well, when you do some renders, and we're going to look at this in the next video, but when we do some renders we might find that either we've got too much light or not enough light. So what you can do then is you can come back over here. Now you can either do it in this view or you could do it by clicking on the light themselves, but basically when you modify the light you'll see that there's various things here that can be changed. One of the main things is this light power. So at the moment this lamp that's on the floor is set to 50%. Most of them are set to 50% as default. If you render a photograph and it looks like everything's too bright, what you can do is you can go into your lamps, you can turn the lamp power down a bit and then see what it looks like, do another render. So this is where we can play around with what the effects are going to be of the lighting in our rooms. It's really easy to do. Obviously you've got a number of these, so you might want to have some brighter than others, you might want to have more or less in the ceiling. You'll be able to tell, and we'll have a little look in a minute when we do some renders of this.